Oh, appreciate it. Yeah.
Fire.
Very. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, we gotta first start the show off with free Bo Mac. Um, I heard that they're treating him pretty well out there. Calvin Davis told me that his court hearing was what, the ninth?
Yes, it's the ninth, so Friday or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep. They going up there. They going this weekend or something to talk about it.
Hold on one second. Yeah. Um, that's good news. Obviously it's on it. Uh,
I'm doing an interview, honey. I'm doing an interview.
so talk to me, man. It's been a lot of obviously the fights that just happened this past weekend. I definitely wanted to get your thoughts on it.
Oh, Canelo, man, shit. Canelo look good. Um, he's in his he feeling good. A happy fighter is a good fighter. What I say, he's love what he doing. Canelo look good, and I say, Charlo, he disappointed us, bro. He let us down.
Mm.
He let us down. Charlo let us down, man. You see, everybody, the whole world is. I mean, I think we all felt the same way. I think, like I say, we all felt the same way. We felt that we love boxing, and Canelo is a star. He's a huge star, and he's a hell of a talent, and he one of us too, but not like how one of us. And it was just like, he didn't do nothing. And Canelo's a killer. You know what I mean? So we expecting you to, go out there and lay down, get killed or something, do something. He didn't go up there and do that. He talked all that stuff, and it's crazy because how all the old footage and everything that all the stuff how they was calling out how they wanted him and how he and then to me I'm like, well, damn, when y'all was saying you wanted him, you wasn't like envisioning like he hit hard or he fast and what would I do if what I mean, like, because he's the ultimate goal, at the end, like, like a Pacquiao, like if I get to him, you feel me, then I bit, you know what I mean? So damn, how am I visioning this guy? Like, if I'm in a sparring session with this guy and I get hit, like, damn, how would I feel if that was Canelo? Or if I'm in a fight and this guy hit me, how would I get? You know what I'm saying? So I was just lost that he didn't have nothing. It didn't even seem like
Yeah.
he had a game plan.
Speak upon that. Speak a little bit upon, because I was talking to Austin Trout and he said the same thing.
That he didn't seem like he had a game plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I say, it'll be something, like how like Caleb Plant, he tried to box and move, you know what I mean? And that's his style, but you know how, he was trying to get in and get out and trying to, you know what I mean, but Charlo didn't even try to scratch him. I mean, I don't even want to say, it's like he didn't even really, he didn't even come behind a double jab. He never went to the body. He never did nothing. He never showed no ferociousness at all. Never. No desperation. No nothing. And I think his nonchalantness, kind of angered us too. If he would have probably got in there and just been like, man, this guy, he was just, it's different. He looks slower outside. He looks not this, you know what I mean? But when you in there with him, it's a different thing. I think if he'd have went that route and, and just probably, and just say, hey, man, I probably could have put out a different effort, but like I say, he just was the better man. He just had me, man, shoot, he's a monster. I couldn't do nothing with him. I had to, go back to where I belong at, and in a way like that, I think that would have people would have had more empathy for him. But to the way he did it in his, you know what I mean. So they stopped. I watched Sean Porter. I seen the Porter podcast, and they said not a irrelevant, not a irrelevant. True story. And he got the title, but it's like, who's next now? Like, you don't even, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I watched that same segment. It's like I like what he said. He said, "Now we know who you are."
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
round one, round two goes by, right? Do you see
yeah.
the jitters? Do you see that he's scared? Like, what do you think in the first couple rounds?
Well, to be honest, we was watching it in an entertainment setting, with the friends and we chilling and what I'm saying. So didn't really get a chance to study the fight. Once we realized as the rounds going on that he ain't doing nothing, it's like we all in outrage. We all that's really what the whole fight ended up being is outrage because like I say, no, we didn't learn nothing new about Canelo except that he's still cold and he love his shit and he dangerous. But the fight was all rested on Jermell didn't do nothing. So much so that even like in the aftermath of it, that we couldn't even understand Canelo. I forgot to mention how cold his walkout was. He came out with the gangsters and everything like that. Some different. That was when he came out with them gangsters. I said, "Ooh wee!" So, he feeling like how he said, "I feel good." I seen it in his face how motivated he was to fight and everything like that, and to prove and all that good stuff. So the Vatos coming out, man, was just like how like Bud coming out with the Eminem, so to speak, was something different. But it was like who the fuck I am. You understand? So I shout out to Canelo for that. It was a beautiful man, it was beautiful. I love his introduction. But again, I think the fight was so lackluster that it took off everything. Since Canelo has always being fly, always whooping ass, doing that, it was like more of the same. And like I say, the fight, the lackluster of the fight took on caused the was what the main thing about was fight.
You know, in the same time, Bernie, right? Just looking at Jamel himself, just the performance himself, as far as the eye test, him going up, 2 divisions. Do you think he put on the weight the proper way? Do you feel like that was the water weight? And I kind of took it that that in your eyes, you believe that he was a little slower with the footwork and all that. Talk to me about actually putting on the weight.
Like I said, I don't think he had the. I don't think he had the. It's almost like Bernard Hopkins when he moved up to 175. He had been a career middleweight all his, been career middleweight. And from his own mouth, what he said, he never really got over 10 pounds overweight. So when he fought, moved to light heavyweight, he was comfortable, thought that was going to be a big leap for him. But he dominated Tarver, who was the lineal champion at the time. And, you know what I'm saying? And took him to school and continued to take the rest of the guys, the young guys, to school. So I think that like I say, Bernard was a career middleweight. You understand? 160. So he jumped from he didn't even fight at 68. He went to 75. So that's a 15-pound gap. And like I say, and he still looked in great shape. I noticed that Charlo didn't have no abs, and I was worried about that. You know what I'm saying? But I figured even Bud is walking around where he got a 6 pack, a 8 pack. So I'm saying I don't know what was up with that. So as far as the weight, I don't think he had to put on no weight. I think he more was just training real hard, eating to say, eating good and healthy and just maintaining your weight. You feel me? That's what I figured he should be good. And I figured that, like I say, a good fighter is a happy fighter. He's eating good, but he's not have to starve himself. You know what I'm saying? So I figured, man, he got all the everything in the world. I mean, man. So again, and then with all of his past performances and his character that he showed in his previous fights, and I thought that I was just gonna see something where this guy was gonna give it something. He just went out, wham, wham. Mm,
Shout out to Punch Drunk Boxing. Thank you for the $5. Dímelo, two of my favorite boxing minds to talk boxing with. Bless up, Bernie and Mill City Boxing.
Appreciate you,
Uh,
Punch Drunk. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody that you understand. You know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. Yeah.
Make sure you guys smash the like button, please, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you smash the like button. We got 84 people on the live. We just started 9 minutes ago. 15 likes. Let's get these likes up. Um, Now, in your eyes, you tell me, Canelo Alvarez, is he coming in around 180 fight night?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I'm not close to him.
Yeah.
So if I was probably close to him, I would know what he weighs because I'm always asking the fighters about their weight. If you ask anybody about me, I'm always asking what you weigh, how'd you weigh, you know. So then I'll be able to tell you and gauge that. Like I say, so I would know. I know that the thing about Canelo is that he's a true professional and he knows this shit. He knows boxing and he come at the right weight that he know he needs to. You know, like I say, he always look in pretty good shape to me. You know, but he's a short guy and to be fighting at 175 and 180, you know, he gonna have a little size on him. You know, but he's not a tall guy. He's a short guy like me, 5'7", you know, 5'8". So I love Canelo, man. Viva la Mexico.
Viva Mexico, Viva Mexico.
True
So
story.
tell me, I think it was like round 7 when he scored the knockdown. He kind of
Mm.
like faked it like it was going to be a hook to the body, telegraphed it like if it was going to be a hook to the top, and then straightened it out to a complete right straight. Talk to me about just the shot itself and what you think Jermell should have really did instead of take the knee, or do you think that was the appropriate thing to do was take the knee at the time?
Mm. He looked scary. It didn't look like a. I know it could have been a delayed reaction, but I mean, man, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, with a guy like Canelo who counters so good, you don't want to get greedy, but I mean, man, I wouldn't know. I mean, I wouldn't know I didn't know what he was gonna do anyway. I didn't know how he was gonna win. I was rooting for Jamel. I wanted him to win. You know, but I didn't know how he was gonna win. Like I said, if you stand in the pocket with Canelo, he gonna eat you up. He gonna eat you up, you know. And he got so many different things that he do. If I rewatch the fight, I mean, he was doing shit in there. He was hand placement, all that shit he was doing. He was nullifying Jamel when man, he was doing so much slick shit in there. Like I say, because he do slick shit in there. So, um, you know, he's just a level above Jamel, and in the same way with Spence and Crawford. They just them guys are in the same league. Those are special fighters. Canelo and Crawford. You know, those are really good fighters. Earl Spence and Jermell charlo, really good fighters. But again, it's just like even if you watch how they watch the placement, how Canelo knocked out Plant, you don't really see guys get knocked out how he sets them up like that, how he placed them punches. They got the had the so much stuff on Canelo this past because of the fight, but they was, you know, just even the reviewing his knockout like a James Kirkland, um you know, how he set Amir Khan up, you know, he was kind of behind on the cars, whatever have you, but you know, he can kind of be like that because he's downloading you. He knows, you know what I mean? The fight is going according to how he really wanted to go. Like Tank is a special fighter, Shakur, you know, special fighter, Devin. He's a really good fighter, you know? So, like I'm saying, to me, and from my opinion, it's like that. If you watch Canelo how he knocked out Plant, you know, even when he knocked Jamel down at that time, they had a sequence where he was showing just how he was standing above Jamel after the fight. But if you watch every move he made, he hit him over the top. Then he thought he was going down because he bent over. He went right underneath. Same thing he did to Plant. You know, but he got that intuitive, that wherewithal. Oh, he went as soon as he started going underneath. I ain't gonna swing over the top. See, a good fighter, he gonna swing again at the same fucking spot and miss the motherfucker. He go right underneath. He dip. He go right underneath. You know, to catch him here. You know, he lean left. He throw the left. He going that way. I catch him this way. You know, so if you watch Bud, you can see all those type of things. Just same thing how he stopped Sean Porter, how he dropped him the first time Sean Porter came. He threw that light uppercut to the middle. You know what I mean? Dropped him. You know, so I think so it was gonna be a hard, you know what I'm saying? Only person that beat Canelo is well, it was a Bevo who's tall and rangy, who know how to his range, you know, or a Mayweather, like I say, you know, who know how to stand in the pocket and take advantage of, you know, the small things like you know, the things that he did with him, pot shotting him on the ropes, you know, messing with his confidence, you know, different things like that. So those are the type of guy, but you know, these guys is okay. Mayweather is more popular and everything, and decorated, but Bivol is a dog. You know, Bivol was a smart fighter, and if you look at everything he's done, you know, he was a young champion too, 25 or something. You know what I mean? And he was already a reigning champion, and he was an accomplished champion. You know what I mean? So Canelo fight this young, big ass dude that can box his ass off. You know what I mean? So like I say, it take a lot to beat a Canelo, and Jermell, he just didn't have it.
What is your opinion on the demeanor of Jermell leading up to the press conference and then the post press conference, as far as attitude and how he normally is to like this
Well,
fight?
I feel like it was and somewhat taking a book out of Crawford, taking a page out of Crawford's book. You know, being that you don't have to insult your opponent because everybody seems to do that every time you get close to them. You got to push them or you got to mug them and all that stuff. Well, you don't really have to do that. You know, like I say, a boxer is an assassin. You know, he's an assassin with gloves on. This is his job, is to hurt you. You know, it's not personal. So, that, you know, all those other type of things. Um, Maybe you need those things to for motivation. You know, some people need those things for motivation, but like I say, boxing is you an assassin. This is just my job. And for a fella like me, it's the same way, you know, and I said this before. We boxing around and most likely I'm gonna try to hurt you. You know, if I get you out of there, I'm gonna hurt you, you know. I'm gonna treat you accordingly. Let me say that. If I feel like I can dominate you, I keep you, you know, good. You know, I don't want to kill nobody. But if I feel like you're a threat, you gonna get all the onslaught. You know, you're gonna get it. So um, it doesn't matter if you're my friend or not. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm coming there
Yeah,
to hurt you. You understand? Now,
yeah.
once I've dominated you, now I can sit back. I can evaluate what's going on. You understand? And if you read so many boxing stories and legendary fighters, that happened before. Barney Ross and Henry Armstrong, how he let them survive. You know, even Bud kind of so much with Beltran, he kind of, you know, feel sorry for him, so he kind of laid off on him a little bit. Um, you know, so it be like that. So I don't think his demeanor. He don't have to be rowdy and having, you know what I mean. The task at hand is him throwing them punches. Once he hit me in the jaw.
So you believe he's evolving? He's evolving and he's growing up as a fighter.
Well, I thought that he was. I could say that. I just didn't. Again, um, yeah, I thought that, but I didn't think it would have a bearing on this fight. Like I'm saying, I can you Larry Holmes had all the respect in the world for Muhammad Ali, but he beat him. Rocky Marciano the same way. When they told a story where Joe Louis, when they was kids, him and what's his name? One of Marciano's closest companions though. But anyway, he tell a story on that documentary. Said one night he was a referee. And he said he come in the stall and he's in there, and as Joe Louis said, he boosted me up, he boosted Rocky up, and he gave us $1 a piece. Later on, that man who know we would knock him out. You understand? So, like I say, your idols become your rivals. You feel me? So, um, I mean, man, like I say, I figured it. You got to do it, like AI cross Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I can go on and on. You know what I'm saying? The passing of the torch type of thing. So he just didn't go out or he didn't do nothing. He didn't even try. He didn't even have a game plan. He didn't try to stick and move and hold when he got close, or he didn't seem like he had nothing, you know. So I don't know. And again, wait, because I can go on and I'll be losing topic, but I really thought that him trying to prove himself, I thought that his brother, you know, just from the whole thing, and I thought his character was going to allow him to put up a fight. I really did.
Mm.
He let us down.
Um. Now,
But you
now,
know what
talk to
though?
me. Talk to me.
I no, but you know what though? At the same time too, no, I wouldn't say the criticism, but this been going on since the beginning of time. Great writers have said things about white fighters. White writers have talked about white fighters. So it's just boxing. That's part of boxing. It's a vulnerability thing. When you put yourself out there, you if you put on a heroic performance, you paraded as a hero. If you put on a cowardly performance, you known as a coward. So I ain't gonna say anything about that. I apologize. Let's go.
So, talk to me. I mean, do you believe that he actually came to win until obviously round one came, he got hit in the shoulder, in the elbow, and he changed his demeanor? Or do you believe that he's been wanting this fight for a check?
Mm, well, like I say, first I thought it was a real legacy fight. I thought that, like I say, with Canelo floating back over there, and he didn't really have no fight again. Like I said, even though a Casa Zoo, a Tim Zoo is a good fighter, and he's becoming, he's getting the notoriety from the public. He's getting the notoriety from the critics. And it's another one that he could beat to make his own claim, like Bernard Hopkins did, made his bones at 160. And but I felt at the same time in this day and age too, where the big money comes with something like that, I thought that would have been a good fight for him. And again, fighters losing so much weight these days, or seems like these days. It wouldn't be, and he black, athletic. Shit, I thought the man had a chance. I thought he was really coming to try to win. Like I say, I don't have to talk crazy to you or disrespect you or nothing. But listen, this shit fell into my lap. I can be an undisputed champion. I'm fighting for all the money. You understand? So I'm thinking like hell yeah. I'm thinking this nigga, he that. I'm thinking, man, he finna. I don't give a fuck if he lose. If he go up there and try to fight, I'm happy. So I'm really believing that he let us down, bro. We was all sad, bro. Everybody, the whole community, just like sad, bro. He let us down, man. And so I said, I didn't know when he. So I was wondering when did he came. If you watch my show, I said, when did he decide in the dressing room, at the
Yeah,
last press conference,
I
when he
seen it.
got the first jab? You know what I'm saying? When did this man decide to pack it in? You know what I mean? Because like you say, when did he get dropped in the ninth round?
Six, I mean seven.
Sixth round. But listen,
Oh, seven, seven.
I seen a clip, and I had to go back and watch it. But I seen a clip, and he threw like a combination. Didn't seem like it had no muster on it, and he just kind of like fell against Canelo, and Canelo kind of just like turned him. And I was just like, he didn't even work the body or nothing. He threw a 2-3 piece to the head and didn't go to the body. Just kind of like went limp right in front. It's on one of them clips on Instagram, and I was just like, wow, I don't know. I don't know.
If he went to the body, he would have just touched it and bounced. But I remember us talking, and you like, damn, I hope Canelo don't get him so bad that we could get this Bud fight. I remember us talking about that. Now,
Yeah,
in the same time, post preference comes, post press conference comes. He
yeah,
says, "Hey, at least I didn't get knocked out."
yeah,
And then right when he finished the fight, he called out Bud. Um, is this just like, yo? After talking to Africa, you know, I agree with him. He know he can't beat Bud. Like he
yeah,
just calling this fight, but he know in
yeah,
his heart he can't
yeah.
beat Bud. What's your feelings upon that?
Well, I think, like I said, if Bud would have been there with him that night, Bud would have stopped him. At 168, wherever the fuck they weighed at. Bud would have stopped him. Like I say,
And hold on 1 second, because I have a question right off of that. Right. So,
mhm.
do you believe because Bud will be able to get to him with his feet, or do you think that this dude would actually engage with Bud? Styles make fights.
Styles do make fights, and I think Canelo couldn't stop him because he kept pressing forward. I believe in gravity, you know, like I say, or nature. If you push, I'm a pull. So like I say, if you coming to me, I'm gonna go away. You know what I'm saying? If you going away from me, I'm gonna come to you. So I think that sometimes a lot of fighters don't utilize that. They get so caught up in trying to chase the rabbit that they don't know how to set the trap. So I think that was kind of Canelo's, you know, his, where he kind of went wrong, and a lot of fighters do. Like I say, sometimes you got to step off on a fighter, and let him come to you, and not so subtle. I mean, not so blatant, where you just like stand in the ring and just let them come to you and let them know you're annoyed. No, you don't throw a lot of punches. You stop throwing your punches and you start retreating a little bit and you start to, just to draw him in. Because once he feel like that, he feels comfortable. You start retreating, he's gonna feel comfortable. So that's how you set the traps. And but a lot of times guys don't do that. You know what I mean? So even if it's maybe one or two steps back, just if you can keep him right there in arm's rim. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I say, I've been I don't and all these methods I teach and I'm proving them. I prove them
Mm.
in the gym. So I think that Crawford. I wouldn't know how he would probably feel. I would figure he would feel probably more confident against Bud because Bud is smaller. But then again, when I was saying when you line up with Bud and you look that man in his eyes, I don't know. I'm saying he like that. He one of them ones. When you get in there, you think it, or when you outside, you think it's easy, or you think, oh, okay, this guy hit him and kind of wobbled him, and maybe I can sting him, or I probably, what I mean? It looked like that. He's slim, man, but it gets different in there. You know what I'm saying? And the thing too, that a lot of fighters, they not mean. You know what I'm saying? Bud is a mean type of guy. So again, you hitting him ain't gonna it's not gonna rattle him in a way to where he gonna be foolish or it's gonna make him gun shy. You feel me? He gonna get smarter and he gonna try to kill you.
Yeah.
So like I say, but that's a dead fight. That's a dead fight.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. He's definitely mean. Same thing with Canelo, very mean
Yeah,
fighter.
yeah,
And that's why I feel like that fight, when it materializes, because I feel like it do need to get a little bit more materialized due to the fact that there's certain people in the boxing community that don't believe that, um, you know, Crawford could do what Leonard and Hearns have done, and the only person that have done it in the last 30 years is Canelo. You know what I'm saying, of what those two guys have done. As far as moving up a 54 all the way up to light heavyweight, and be able to accomplish the things that they have accomplished. But
yeah.
in your eyes, did we see a different Canelo? Canelo says that this version of Canelo nobody can beat at 168 pounds. What did you see?
Like I say, I think Canelo is the full arsenal. How you gonna beat him? He hard to beat. Again, Dimitri Bivol was a 6'3" type of guy, long ranging. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather was had him in fuck his age, excuse my language. And we still doing great things at that age. So he can say it sounds like I'm old, but he was still really operating on a high level at a later age. So really, and then being on top of his mastery. So like I say, Canelo hard to beat, man. I don't know how you gonna beat that man. That man tough, except for like I say, a Crawford. It's gonna be one of them type of guys. It's gonna be one of them type of guys, and seem like Canelo to me, he not gonna be one of them that slip. He's not gonna be one of them that fight past his time. He seemed like a guy to take his craft very seriously, and once he know it's not for him, he gonna hang him up. So, yeah.
Conditioning a little bit better, like anything different from this Canelo versus Ryder in his
I'll
last
probably
fight?
okay. That's what you were saying. Well, like I said, no. Like I said, again, this was a motivational fight. John Ryder wasn't motivational. It's an obligation that I'm feeling, but I'm not excited about doing that.
But
You
yo,
feel
you,
me?
you know what can get you excited in that fight? Fighting in your hometown. He fought Ryder in his hometown.
So he did just enough, and then he carried him after he dropped him. He carried him. Give him the whole 12 rounds. Give him a fight. Give him a fight. So that was it. He wanted to be in good enough shape to, and then like I say, he did just enough to win. Like I say, motivation is a motherfucker, man. And I've done that. And being in my situation, fighting a smoker fight, come in overweight or not trained or nothing, thinking I got it easy, get your ass whooped, which has happened. But then again, I changed my life. I get my shit together, and I go in there. I beat the top guys in the country. So you know what I'm saying? It's a motivational thing. I think.
In your eyes, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to want to hear what you have to say about this. In your eyes, a Terrence Crawford and Canelo fight, how do you see it? How do you see it play out?
I'm doing an interview. Could you please go upstairs?
Make sure you guys smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm doing
Smash
something.
the like button. We got over 158 people here and only 48 likes, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get these likes up, baby. We need to improve the visibility of the show.
Um. Okay. The fight, like I say, I think Bud can outbox him, and I think that Bud has. I think he's a harder puncher than Mayweather. We keep going back to that, but I think he's a harder puncher, and I think that he's a physically strong type of guy, and I think that he could catch Canelo with the kind of punches by surprise, and with the speed to stop him. Shit, for real, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. I think he
so
can stop him. I think he can stop him, but again, I can see him moving on him and dancing on him a little bit. Not really dancing because Bud don't dance no more. He don't bounce on his toes no more. He really stands kind of in the pocket and kind of, I mean, he's sharp.
is
I
that is
think
that by choice or by age?
it's by choice. I think it's like he don't have to do all those things, and you know with experience. You know what I'm saying? With experience, but he can move. I mean, shit. I know he can move. We watched him move like a motherfucker. He was prepared to move all night on Earl Spence if we had to. We could have moved and boxed and pot shot at that man, and man, shit, boy, we're gonna stop him anyway. Out for that, if we boxing and pot shotting, he was gonna get stopped anyway. So, like I say, but he's strong. He bullies big guys. He sparred with Steven, and Steven is a big guy. Man, like I say, so I seen him bully heavyweights. I seen him in there, and like again, not dancing, and world champion middleweights, and I seen him not dancing. See, he was handling. They got an old clip of him jumping on the number one guy right now. What's the kid's name at 60? Everybody,
Adamas?
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, like I say, that guy was a good little fighter at the time, and Bud was, I think, world champ, but shit, he was small.
Yeah, hell yeah, he was small. He was 40, right?
Yeah.
Now, so you said, you believe that Crawford can stop, Canelo. Do you
Yeah.
believe that he can actually hurt him off of one shot?
Well, Bud throws more than one shot, so I think he definitely gonna get his attention for sure. And you know, like I say, I think Bud can win. I really don't got much to say too much about the whole fight, but I think that Bud is a winnable fight. I think, like I say, Bud's motivation, and we definitely gonna come in there and we gonna win the fight. We gonna try to win the fight. We're going to win the fight. That's a fact. So even if this guy, Bud already put in his mind, that man he like a truck. Bud have been hit hard. That man didn't been, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to deal with this. And we gonna figure it out because that's how he do. He's a surgeon, man. I ain't lying.
Facts. Facts. Now, do you think that's the biggest fight in boxing today?
I think that's one of the biggest fights in boxing. I think it's, of course, the biggest fight in boxing for the veterans. The veteran fighters, Canelo, Bud. That's the veteran super fight right now, especially you know, coming off how spectacular we look and how head and shoulders above we look than the rest of them. Yeah, it's a super fight for that, and it's a great super fight. But I think the true super fight is Tank and Shakur.
Wow, I love that. That's super real. Even right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, like I said, because they both young, they both just kind of. I mean, Tank, what I'm saying, they ain't really starting their careers, but kind of. Tank is really taking off in the last couple of years. Shakur is really coming in. They undefeated. They both got contrasting styles. They styles are so contrasting. He's a boxer puncher. He's strictly a boxer. You know, I would say he's a boxer puncher. Shakur is a boxer puncher, and he's a boxer power puncher. So I think I think that's the fight. The young guys. I think that's the more super fight. But this is a huge fight too because again, these guys have been putting on, since Mayweather era, and since that era, the Oscar De La Hoya era, the Trinidad era, it's like a passing of the torch almost in that. So, Bud being connected with Canelo, who came from Mayweather's, who was the last great star of the generation from, you know what I mean? So, of course, it's a wonderful fight. And I mean, hell, it's one that we can win. Shit. That's amazing. That's the beautiful thing. And we did went up 3 weight classes, and man, beat the champion, not just a belt holder. We beat the champion. So a lot of motivation for that. And why not?
What a Bud win over Canelo. What would that do for Bud at this point in time? Besides, probably put another 50 mil, 40 mil in the pocket.
Well, like I say, I mean, it just further stamps everything about Bud Crawford. A win over Canelo would just further stamp it. Of course, people will find a reason to say this and say that, and however it is. But I mean, like I say, it'll just be another feather in his cap. And like I say, Crawford, he capable of doing that shit, man. Like I say, he already planned it out in his head. Like I said, he called me one morning. He said, "Bernard, I'm gonna fight that motherfucker. I could beat that motherfucker at 168." He called me out the blue, man. He called me out the blue, man. He said, "Bernard, beat this motherfucker." I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. And, like I said, he said, I'm taller than him. We the same height almost. I got the reach on him, and come on. I say, hell
Speed,
yeah, man.
skill.
Let's get up out of there. Skills pay the bills.
Hmm.
I know they say size matter and everything, but again, like I say, we know how to move. We know how to. I mean, man, what's the name? A lot of them guys take too many punches. Crawford don't take no punches, man. He catching punches, rolling punches. Man, so I say it's a good fight for him. It's a great fight, and again, jumping up 3 weight classes and holy,
Does that put him over Mayweather?
no, I think like I say, everybody got their own thing, and I don't know why we always comparing. To be honest, you got who you like. Everybody got who they like in his own time. So I wouldn't say I can't say if that puts him over Mayweather. Because Mayweather is, like I say, Mayweather, and Crawford is Crawford. He in his own lane. You know what I'm saying? He in his own lane. He got his own thing, man. Shit. It's like they say, keep calling Ray Leonard and all them. Even though Sugar Ray Leonard beat them guys, they still had their own thing. Marvin Hagler's a legend. Sugar Ray Leonard's a legend. Tommy Hearns is a legend. These guys are all legends. So to put one over the other one, like I say, it's all in your preference. But I wouldn't. I just let them be who they is.
You think we see the Canelo and Benavidez fight?
No, that's what I said. I said this. I said, if Canelo want to keep going and he don't want to fight, but that's the fight to make. If you say you love boxing and you say you this and you'll fight anybody, you don't care. That's the next fight. Please don't fight nobody else because we don't want to see that shit. Now that's the thing too, though. We don't want to see that shit. We let you do this Charlo shit. We let you do the Ryder shit. And no, if you're not fighting the Mexican monster, no. I mean, fuck you. Canelo, get your ass on. No, you don't earn that right no more. No. So that's the fight. If he don't fight Crawford, if he don't fight, I don't want to see him fight nobody else. I don't want him fighting Morrell. I don't want him fight none of them motherfuckers. If he don't fight Benavidez, the shit ain't worth it. I seen what you can do already, and I'm over it.
So
I'm over it.
you definitely don't want to see the revenge of the brother with Jamal.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Hell no. Fuck no. Hell no. That shit ain't worth it. Benavidez need to get the shot. Benavidez get the shot. Benavidez deserves the shot. It makes money. They're gonna put asses in seats. And that's what the prize fighting is about too. Asses in seats, and the man deserved the damn shot. He been begging, he done earned his shot, he done got off the dope, he done did this, he done did that. He deserved a damn shot. Fight the motherfucker. Fight the motherfucker. You talking about you that's how friends do. Joe Louis knocked out John Henry Lewis in the first round to get him a paycheck. Ali gave motherfuckers fights for paychecks. You understand? Get rich. Let me help you out. I'll beat your ass. So help him out. Beat his ass. He want the work. He want the fight. He deserve to fight. Beat his ass. This is boxing. Shit. You know?
Now, this fight coming up with David Benavidez and Demetrius Bubu Andres. I always wanted to ask you how you would break that fight down and how you see it.
Now they keep saying the fight gonna happen, but they ain't heard nobody say the fight gonna happen. Everybody just talking about the fight gonna happen. But they ain't even got no date or nothing for the fight.
I think they do got a date. They just haven't had the press conference.
Listen, I ain't even they don't even talk about it. I look at boxing scene every day and they don't never even mentioned it. Never even talk about it, never even say nothing. So I
Yeah,
don't
it's like
believe
I
the
think
fight.
it's November 25th.
They ain't talking about it though, Mill City. Like I'm trying to tell you, they ain't saying nothing about the fight. Nothing. I don't. Like I say. When I seen an article, they didn't have no date on the fight. They didn't have no date on the fight. If they mentioned it, they just mentioned the fight. I'm sorry, I'm cleaning my walls. I'm down here trying to keep with the family so I can do the interview, but I can't sit still, so I'm cleaning my walls at the same time.
It's all good. It's all good. I see you stay busy, man. From the
Yeah,
work to the work, from the housework to the
that's it.
work, and then the
Yes,
gym
sir.
work. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
good.
sir.
Good
But you
man.
know what?
Not a lazy man whatsoever.
No, no. But another thing too that we're not talking about in the aftermath of all those things, getting awarded the championship. That's crazy. Nobody is talking about that. And then like I'm saying, to get awarded the championship, how is that? Me getting an email, my computer ringing. I go to my computer. Kids, I made it. I'm a world champion. What kind of weak shit is that? Bad. We both
Talking
became
shit.
world, we both became world champions. Me, they just upgraded me. You won all yours, but mine, it just came in the email. They just told me I'm a world champion now. That's just bad. And nobody is like, see what I'm saying? Like I know Canelo and them is the talk of the town and everything, but boxing is more than just this. You feel me? Boxing is more than that. And when you're trying to like I say, we us type of guys, we really, if you in the sport, me, I want to say the integrity of the sport. That's what I was in it for. That's why I could do the YouTube thing. That's why I do all that for the integrity of the sport. So it's like nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's crucifying Tim Zoo for that. And they was crucifying Devin. They talk bad about Devin. They talk bad about Devin for not for getting his belt the way he got it, which I understand. But they ain't getting this guy. Nobody making a fuss about Tim Zoo. Like he's some wrecking ball machine, and everybody just Terminator. He just Terminator. So everybody just so scared to fight him. So it's him getting the championship is like right. And I don't believe that shit. I don't like that.
What's crazy about it is also like it seems like a lot of people are riding Brian Mendoza out of this. Like, what you think about that matchup next week?
Well, I don't think they riding him out, but the tone is set for Tim Zoo. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's
He got
talking about Jermell. Go fight Tim Tszyu. Like if he ain't fighting Mendoza.
if who's not fighting Mendoza?
No, I'm saying like They're talking about Tszyu and Charlo. Like you can go back down to 54. Like
Oh,
if Tszyu don't got a fight with Mendoza next week. Like
oh,
is he
oh,
riding
yeah.
off?
No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Like I say, they already anointing uh uh Tszyu. They already giving him the throne. And of course, everybody want to see the Charlo fight with Tszyu, which if I'm Tszyu, I still want Jermell Charlo because he's the champion. No matter what he did at 168 and how he gave an account of him at 168, he's still the champion at 154. That's a fact. So you got to fight him. You still want to fight him. And if truthfully, I would want to be fighting Mendoza for the vacant title. Because like I say, fans, I know I wanted this fight, but he didn't want to fight me for whatever reason. He got all the reason in the world to do what he did. But be given that fact, I'm gonna fight this guy. He's coming off a hell of a fight. He got a lot of man. I'm fighting him for the vacant championship. That's it. I ain't getting upgraded to the champion where they gonna announce me as the world champion when we get no. This for the vacant title. So when I'm in my hometown and the new, come on, man, shit. But like I say, I guess these guys are so hard up for attention and so insecure and everything like that they willing to do anything for a title or for money or for fame or for you know whatever.
But in the same time, it's like they fighting for that title anyway. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like it's going to be a political game if Mendoza can't get the knockout?
No, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know.
Because he got all
I
them
mean,
fans in Australia and stuff.
you would think so. I mean, the way boxing is and the way it goes, you going over there in this man's hometown, and like I say, they want him to win. So of course, it's gonna be pressed upon you to try to win the fight. But Mendoza got a hard punch too, and that's just something based on him. It's just that's just his what he gonna have to go in through for that. But I don't know, and the people know. That's the one thing. Always the people. The people always know. So the people, it's always better to be the. Let me say that for your conscience, for everything else, for to be a man of the people. That's the accounts. The people, the power is in the people. So if you to be the people's champ, you the champ. Yeah.
Do you think it's a good fight?
Yeah, I think it's a great fight. Like I'm saying, what's the name deserved the shot at the title if he would have won that fight. Fendora, he was putting on great performances. He was making a stir. Like I say, he was putting on great performances. He was beating solid guys, and this guy who was in the mix before, he knocked him out stunningly. So shit, who else was next? Ain't nobody else popping. You know what I mean? So shit, why not fight? He deserved a shot. Tip my hat to Mendoza. That's what boxing about. Fendora probably was thinking too much of himself. He probably was believing his own clippings and stuff, and that's probably what made him got him kind of messed up a little, believing in himself way too much, or not taking the task at hand so serious. So you know,
I know you talked to Crawford about this fight with Canelo and Charlo. What was his behalf on this?
you said what now?
I'm pretty sure you talked to Terrence about this Canelo and Jermell fight. What was his take on it?
You heard just like everybody else. He told everybody, "Fuck Charlo, I want Canelo.
Yeah,
I'm sticking to my guns. I want the fight. Call me." Said I want the fight. So we looking to get the fight. Hopefully Canelo will say, okay, Crawford, this is what you want. I'm gonna give it to you. Then we have a blockbuster. Then we
right.
have a blockbuster. Then we have a suspense. Everybody wondering how Bud gonna do. Will he escape the big puncher? Will he get walked down? Will he do this? Will he do that? So it's they gotta know how can he surprise Canelo? So again, a great fight, super fight.
Yeah,
One that you don't know for sure who gonna win. Yeah. It's a Mill
right.
City man shit. I ain't got no much more to say. I done did all the talking I can talk myself. You know what I mean?
So that obviously they've been talking about this rematch with Spence, and people been saying, hey, it's gonna go back down to 47, but I only heard it from Steven Nelson's mouth. I haven't heard it from Crawford's mouth. Like what is the story upon the rematch and the weight itself?
Well, I think it's whatever they read in the contract. So however it's written in the contract, and what's the name said he with that. Spencer said, hell yeah, I want to do it. So he just told Bud that, or whoever in charge of everything, let Bud know that that's what Spence wanted to do. So it ain't no date, it ain't no this, it ain't none of that. It's just he want to take it. It's just gonna be at 147 or whatever it is. He want his rematch, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Do you think we're gonna get the rematch? Or you think Spence might say, I can't make 47 no more?
Nah, I think that that's what they said. He already said it. He gonna take it at 147 because that's what his contracted to do. That's what his contracted to do. 147, I guess. He want to take up his rematch. See, he got the right to the rematch. He want to take up the rematch. So, like I said, I didn't expect nothing less from him. To be honest,
Right.
I didn't expect nothing less from
And if
him.
like he can't make the weight, then there's basically no fight.
But listen, this I don't think he cannot not make the weight because I seen him. I watched him at the weigh-ins, bro. He wasn't all toe up like that. I watched him get on the scale. I watched him, not in front of every private doors. You understand? I watched him. He wasn't all running to get on no Gatorade and no stuff like that. He took a little sip or something, but he wasn't all dead or nothing. He wasn't looking crazy or nothing. He wasn't talking slow or he wasn't doing nothing. He was doing the thing and picking out his gloves, answering the questions. He didn't do nothing, you know. Man, they knew they couldn't. It was by the time they didn't talk themselves into it so much that it's over with. It's like he say, I got there and all my strength just left my body. Shit,
Right.
he couldn't win the fight. He couldn't win that fight. So hopefully he's gonna do a little. He's gonna try to do better. He's gonna come in with a better attitude, not being cocky. He ain't got all that shoulder weight on his shoulders. Neither everybody kissing his ass, telling him this, telling him that. Now he got people shitting on him. So now he got different motivation, which gives him motivation to help him get back in the ring. Ain't gonna help him win. Lord bless him. Because Crawford just, and he just good like that. You know how to time him, you know everything you gonna do. And I don't think Spence can really do nothing else. But again, going in, getting ready for the fight. I gotta go out there and improve. I gotta do better than that. Oh, at least he tried to fight. Oh boy, he didn't try to fight. And then he was trying to dog Earl Spence, saying a little slick shit about Earl Spence every fucking time. Oh, blood, fuck Jermell. Oh, well, he wrong as fuck. He fake as fuck. Taking saying a little shit about Earl Spence. And he's saying a little slick shit, and then you go out there and don't do nothing. Spence was trying. He was taking ass whooping. Oh boy, he wasn't trying to do shit. He was scared as fuck. Fuck Jermell. No, I still love Jermell. I'm just capping. I'm just talking shit. I still love Jermell. He just went out there and didn't do shit. Wow, man, that
Facts.
was hard as fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got 160 people on the live. Let's get these to 100 likes, man. Let's get it to 100 likes. Um, Now, Bernie, what was your philosophy on this Erickson Luben and Jesus Ramos fight?
Well, like I say, everybody held a problem with it, but Mono. Mono didn't have no problem with it. Mono said he probably right. I probably did need to start faster, or what I mean. I probably could did a little bit more and shit. So I did that shit to myself. So I ain't gonna. So I think, but when the commentators was talking about the fight, I didn't get the feeling that Luben was just getting his ass whooped. That's why I was like, man, Luben ain't getting his ass whooped. I don't know what these commentators talking about, but Luben ain't. You know, I thought he controlled the fight for real. I thought Luben controlled the fight. I thought he had the more I think he had Mono didn't know where he was at after a while. After he see he didn't hurt him, he didn't know where he was at. That's what I think. And shit, he was slick. He was moving. He was controlling the ring. He was doing all that slick shit. He was boxing. He was using his experience. Mono just didn't know what to do with him at the time. So I think that was just the only thing about that. So I think it could have been a draw. But like I say, I don't know if Luben win, but he didn't lose. Yeah.
I like that you said that. That's exactly what I've been saying. I called it a draw, and I definitely don't think that he lost.
Yeah. Yeah,
Definitely
no.
controlled the fight.
Yeah, he controlled it. He boxed so good. He just didn't let his hands go. And see what I'm thinking about, Luben, he got to know that, not say that his chin ain't the best, but he seemed a little leery about that. He don't want to give out too many chances, you know. But they ain't gonna give him nothing unless he do. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to take a little bit more chances if he want to win that world title or beat them guys. He gonna have to throw his hands just a little bit more, but just be a little bit more cautious with it at the same time. Don't give up so much. See, I was looking at a fighter sometimes. A fighter try to get in too many punches at once. That's how Caleb Plant do. I was watching Caleb Plant, and I was even watching him in sparring, and I commented on it, and I love Caleb Plant. But that's the thing he do. You don't need to land all them punches. Be cool with the 2 and 3 that you did. Reset, step off, and do it again. You don't have to land 5, 6 punches at the same time. At the one time. I understand it looked good and all that, but it's not really effective. When you in the pros, you want to throw punches that's effective, like that means something. You don't want to just be throwing punches to be throwing punches. Like see Canelo, he places his punches. He got a target for his punches. He knows how to break a guy down or what to do to put it in his favor. You know, so I think that's a lot of time. A lot of fighters they don't really know punch placement or things like that, or get too greedy trying to get off too many punches. Mm-hmm.
Right, right. Um, your thoughts on Barrios versus Ugas and
Ugas is through.
fact.
Ugas is through. I never seen nobody lump up as fast as he did now. So something ain't right. He getting busted up like that. So nothing something's ain't right with Ugas. But Barrios is a guy that gonna bring the fight almost like a John Molina type of guy. He's one of those type of guys. I think he's replaced John Molina. He can take a punch. He can fight, but he's beatable. So he gonna come show up almost like what's the other kid's name they had over there? That was on his way up too. They used him up. Berto beat him for a bullshit title. You know who I'm talking about. 47-pounder. What's his name? Anyway, I can't think of it, but he came out of California. He came off that circuit. When I was out there fighting, they was pushing him heavy. He beat what's his name's fighter on his way up too. He beat Floyd's fighter, Wes Ferguson. But he
Yes,
been around now. He been around. And you seen it. Everybody know who he is now. But he's like that type of guy. Good fighter, but not quite really that good. Just good enough. Just a pro. A little better than your average, I would say. So Barrios is a guy like that you're gonna put in for the test. You're gonna put in a guy with experience, and if you ain't ready for a guy like Barrios, then you ain't ready. No. So what I should they call them gatekeepers? So, yeah.
oh, you talking about Victor Ortiz?
No. Uh, no. His name was not Victor Ortiz. Come on, no, Victor Ortiz wasn't that. His name was Lopez. Was it Lopez? Josecito. Josecito. That's
Josecito
who,
Lopez. Yeah,
that's who it
he
was.
fought Keith
Josecito.
Thurman. Yeah,
Yes, sir. And Berto beat him for a minor, like an interim WBA title or something.
fact, fact.
Yeah.
Um, you know, what you think? What you think about Mayweather possibly doing about and the same day as Regis
What?
Prograis and Devin Haney.
Wait. You said what?
Mayweather wants to do an exhibition on the same day as December 9th, the same day as Haney and Regis. And they
Mm.
might be putting Keith Thurman on the card, and they might be putting Danny Garcia on the card. And
On
Danny might be
Mayweather's card?
fighting Lara.
On Mayweather's card?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's not right on Mayweather's part. I mean, but anyway, that's though that's really to try to take away from Devin Haney. That's pathetic. That's pathetic because Devin Haney, he definitely don't need nobody doing him like that with all the criticism he's facing. And Mayweather's supposed to have been his boy like that. So that's I don't think that's right. Being that Mayweather has his own brand, his own everything, he can pick his own date. I don't think he needs to use nobody else's shine or try to take away from nobody else's shine. And so I don't like that move from Mayweather. If it's announced, then I think his true character, will be shown, and the evils of the world will still deal with you though, because that's how sad and pathetic people are for money and for all that stupid shit. But I mean, for those who know and who care, I mean, it just is like fuck Mayweather. Bro, if he
Uh,
do some weak ass shit like that, because both of those guys are guys who need all the exposure in the world. Who, man, them guys, you don't need to shit on their parade. Prograis, shout out to Prograis. Shout out to Devin Haney. Them guys, you know. But in the end, that shit don't really matter. And I'm just trying to put myself in a situation because those guys know who they are, and in a sense that they fighting for the title. And here we is living our dream. Fuck him if he try to shit on us. If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. We still fighting, and I'm still trying to defeat Devin Haney, the undisputed lightweight champion to keep my title. And if I'm Devin Haney, I'm trying to beat Rugis Prograis to move up and win my second title. So we just have to see how it go.
they saying that Showtime, man, might be almost done, man, and Amazon might take over. What your thoughts on that?
Well,
You
I
gotta
did
roll
see
with the
Dana.
punches, right?
I seen Dana White saying something about that,
Yeah, he was
about the
talking crazy.
broadcasting, or about the
The
way
production
because
team is
the,
horrible and all that.
well, I think that's only just been in showcase just now. I always like the way Showtime. I like they all accesses and things like that. I watch they I ever seen commentators I've seen, but
Definitely the
so
worst commentators.
I think that so I don't know. Boxing, I don't think it's gonna go nowhere in the sense that it can't go nowhere because it's the ultimate.
Right.
Boxing is American as apple pie, mano y mano. Mhm. Yeah, maybe.
Well, yeah, man, and then for the last one, brother, we got the Zurdo Ramirez versus Joe Smith this weekend. These guys have been having two big layoffs. It's almost been 2 years for them. Um, what you think about the matchup?
Well, okay. Ramirez, he got outboxed by who? Who just beat Ramirez? Beaver, who beat him? Who outboxed him?
Beevil. They both
Okay,
lost to
Beaver.
Beevil. They
Okay,
both
yeah,
lost to
okay.
Beevil.
Right. Um, um, I think it's okay fight. I like Joe Smith. He's a limited type of guy, limited fighter. But and who the other guy we said? Joe Smith. Joe Smith's
Joe
a limited
Smith
type
and
of guy.
Zurdo
And
Ramirez.
Ramirez. Okay,
And it's
Ramirez.
happening in a catchweight, closer to cruiserweight.
Yeah, because he was big as hell. But who was his last fight? Ramirez just got outboxed every round. Didn't try to win or nothing.
Yeah,
Was it
I mean,
who was his fight?
what
He
was
lost
crazy about that Bevo fight? Bevo actually looked like the bigger man,
against Ramirez, but Ramirez was big, but he looked slow. He didn't have nothing, man. Ramirez
and
didn't have
and
nothing,
remember
man.
he was supposed to fight Gabe Rosado, and then he went on the scales and he was 18 pounds overweight, so he couldn't make light heavyweight no more. Now they're doing a catch weight.
Oh. Well, either way, like I say, Joe Smith said the same thing. Like I say, not no really heavy players in the game. Just solid guys. Joe Smith that had his time was able to win the world championship. Got stopped by Better Be in what the second round.
Hmm.
Fought a couple good guys, won some, lost some, and just kind of a blue collar fighter. And congrats to him for everything that he's done. That's a tremendous accomplishment. And Ramirez, like I say, I'm not really that impressed with Ramirez. So it's just a fight.
Right, right, right. It's a Golden Boy event. I kind of lean towards Smith due to the opposition that he's been put against. Um, but like I said, two guys with two big layoffs, you really don't know what you're gonna get this Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, Bernie, man, I appreciate you for tapping in with me, man. Make sure you shout out all your social medias, your YouTube, because everybody. Bernie got a YouTube as well, and yeah, your Instagram, Twitter, and all that, brother. Shout it out.
All that, all those things involved is Bernie the Boxer. Bernie THA Boxer. That's Instagram. That's YouTube. That's Cash App. That's all things. You understand? It's Bernie the Boxer. Did you miss me? Hey, all right, Neil City. Appreciate you, baby.
Much love to you, my brother. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, and the People's Channel. This is Bernie the Boxer. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for
I'm down.
chopping
Appreciate
it
you.
all up for me, bro. You know it. Make sure you guys smash the like button, please, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Definitely another great segment. Gotta get these likes up though. You know what I'm saying? I understand that if the super chance ain't here, I gotta get the likes, man. I gotta get the likes. It helps it improve, the visibility of the show, and it helps me, grow. Make sure if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Uh, I would definitely, appreciate all the love that everybody has been giving out to the channel. But make sure you guys definitely smash the like button. I told y'all, there we go. Let's get these likes up. Turn up time. Turn up. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. If you rock with Mill City Boxing, if you enjoy the content, it's always nice to support the channel by leaving a like. It's free, so make sure you guys smash the like button like you were smashing your lady on the weekends. You know, it's much love. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. Always giving you guys, the top interviews. Any interview that I could possibly bring to y'all. It's hard work, but hard work and dedication, and we growing in a rapid pace. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I think this weekend's fights with Zurdo Ramirez and the Joe Smith fight is a little something. I like the card. I know a couple of guys on the card, so I definitely want. I'll be interviewing Darius that's on the first fight on the card. Um, Obviously we got. I think it's Michael Fox's brother is going to be fighting Beck the Bully. So I'm going to be getting Michael Fox's brother on after the fight as well. Just giving you guys some more interviews and just chopping it up with the best of the best. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for you know smashing the like button, joining me on this boxing talk. I mean, what y'all think about the whole Showtime moving on to the Zone or possibly Amazon, and then what y'all think about also this Mayweather card as well. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather, pulling off a fight the same day Devin Haney is throwing his fight, and it happens to be that they talking. I think they just added Devo on the card too, which is crazy. Which is crazy, but I don't really believe the Bivol talk for some weird reason, just due to the fact that I don't think Eddie Hearn would just leave Bivol like that. I don't think Bivol would leave Eddie like that due to the fact that Bivol got a belt with him, but at the same time also he got the Canelo payday for him too as well. But it's a fact though that we hearing Danny Garcia going to be fighting for a title with Lara, which is crazy, and the same time, you know, the return of Keith Thurman. I mean, what fights would you all rather see? Would y'all rather see Devin Haney versus Reed Prograis, or would you like to see an exhibition fight? I'm not too thrilled with the exhibitions with Mayweather, but the card itself, you're gonna get Cormel Moulton, you're gonna get Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. And I can imagine who else he has on the lineup. But what y'all think about what fight would y'all rather tune into? This is do you believe Regis Progress should do a pay per view? Should you think it should be free TV? I want to know what y'all thoughts are. Make sure you guys smash the like button as well. Um, if I had a choice, honestly, if I had a choice, I probably want to watch the return of Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman coming back on one card. You know what I'm saying? And then if I'm staying up late, I might watch Mayweather do his thing. I might go to sleep if Mayweather, is a boring fight. But at least I get to see two fighters going at it. I'm pretty sure Mayweather is not gonna, he's gonna at least put some type of an opponent for Keith Thurman, you know, uh, just so that way he don't look bad. But what y'all thoughts, man? What would y'all pay for? You know what I'm saying? What pay per view would you pay for? And if one's lower than the other, meaning if Mayweather's is probably like a little higher, what would you? It'll be boring. Joe G. Valdez. What card will be boring? Because Danny Garcia and Lara fight, I don't see that boring. I'm not gonna lie. Danny Garcia always comes to fight. Uh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm excited for Cormel, Danny, Keith, and Stanionis and Floyd. Shit, popcorn, pound for pound boxing. I didn't know Stanionis was on the card either. So if that's the case, Keith Thurman versus Stanionis. Oh man, Floyd Mayweather did some crazy work right there. If that's the case, if we got Stanionis versus Keith Thurman, and we got Lara versus Danny Garcia, shit. Let's be honest, and I'm only gonna get a Regis Prograis and Devin Haney fight, and I know that Devin's gonna be on his bike, and I know that Regis Prograis is gonna want to come out. Damn, you know what I'm saying? You know, I Floyd took over, like for real. Israel, yeah, for real. Isaiah, it's like I don't know why Floyd Mayweather is doing this. I thought that him and Devin was cool. It seems to me, right? It seems to me when Floyd, if you can't sign with Floyd, he'll do something like this to sabotage your numbers. You know what I'm saying? He'll sabotage your numbers real quick, and let y'all know. But smash the like button if you're rocking with the interview. Floyd will photobomb every interview, every single one. Blind faith. I'd rather watch Devin Regis fight. Thurman won't fight Ennis. But what happens if Thurman fights Stanionis? That's a good fight. Stanionis comes to fight. He ain't running around. He digging down. He's undefeated. He got the interim the IB no yeah. He got the IBF interim belt. No, my bad. Boots has that. I think no, there's two interim belts. Yeah, I don't know, man. To keep Thurman and standing on this fight, that would be dope. You know what I'm saying? And Lara's a gold medalist, Olympian versus Danny Garcia. He got a crazy chin. He come to fight. Those are two action-packed fights in one card alone. I don't even need to watch a Mayweather fight. I don't even watch. I don't need to. And then I might get Cormel. You know what I'm saying? Cormel probably gonna fight a tomato can, so I guess I might have to just grade his performance versus his last performance this weekend. He looked like he was just hitting a punching bag, in my opinion. But Thurman versus Stanionis is a great fight. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I think that's must see TV. That's must-see TV. Stanionis is supposed to fight Ennis. Mills, Thurman taking sneaky routes again. Nah, well, listen, you know, Stanionis has been wanting the Boots Ennis fight. If y'all check my interviews out with Stanionis, he's been wanting this for 2018. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that situation. Um, but I always wanted that fight, with Stanionis and Boots myself. But Keith Thurman wants to fight. He wants to fight until he's 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's not too old right now. He's like 35, 34, 34, 35 years old. So I mean, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, the cherry picker fighter, over the hill cats who just want bread. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know, hype Benjamin. I hope you had that same energy when we found out that Jermell was fighting Canelo. Now that Canelo did what he did, I mean, we can't just be riding it out. There was people out there that believed that Jermell would win. I don't know why. I don't know why those people did. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people would do that. It don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense to me. Shoot, my parlay hit, and that was the only money I made. I put a straight $300 bet with Canelo, only made $60. You know what I'm saying? So Vegas had it completely right. You know what I'm saying? Jamel is super welterweight. I understand, my brother, but if you really want to come at it right, go do your homework. Canelo started at 140 pounds at 18 years old. 140 pounds. That's a lot of people don't talk about that. He coming up too, and he only 5'7". We can't be doing all that. Canelo the cherry picker. Hey, he pick them cherries, man. I'll tell you that cherry pick cost $50 million. That cherry cost $50 million. You know what I'm saying? He started at 15. He started. Yeah, yeah. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like if we wanna go and we wanna go out, right? We wanna go out and talk about Canelo Alvarez, right? We if we're gonna do that, right? If we're gonna if we're gonna do that, we gotta do it correctly. We gotta do this shit correctly. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Canelo Alvarez, 60 fights, 2 losses. Okay. We got here Jermell Charlo, John Ryder, Golovkin, Demetrius Bevo, Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders. We got that Ingram guy, Callum Smith, uh, Sergey Kovalev, Daniel Jacobs, Rocky Fielding, Golovkin 2 more times after that, Julio Cesar Chavez, Liam Smith, Amir Khan. Now we going that. Now we're at the 54. Amir Khan, Miguel Cotto, James Kirkland, which is a real durable guy. You know what I'm saying? Um, we got Floyd Mayweather, Austin Trout, Joselito, Joselito Lopez, Shane Mosley, Kermit Citron when he was undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Matthew Hayton, which is 41-4. Love Moore, 48-11. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going out 2010 where he finally got hurt. Jose Miguel Cotto when he actually first got hurt. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Um, Now the dude, if you really look at the beginning of his career, I would have to say that was the worst part of his career, just like almost any other big fighter, right? But yeah, we could do with the Canelo is a PED user, but let me tell you something. In boxing, the snack program, the whole. There's a lot of things that people don't know about PEDs. And that being said, is that there's certain different variables you could take. You know, with how they do it is they'll take a certain substance and they'll take it out for this year that it's not allowed, and then they substitute that substance with something else. Now, Victor Conte, he knows all about it, and a lot of people understand that he had his reputation, but now he's working with Snack. Now, if we look at everyone that's using, that's in the Snack program, we can go on and on and on. But why are we just gonna go talk about Canelo? Now, yes, he got caught. Yes, but honestly, it's about what you do for me lately, and that's what boxing's all about. Let's talk super middleweight Andres versus Benavidez, who is not, who is not in his plans. Let me tell you something, right? We don't know that. We don't know about Canelo's plans. I don't know. No one knows. Now, there was some talk, right? And I know people not gonna like what I have to say right here because when I found out today, I wasn't too happy about it. But let me tell you something. If Canelo Alvarez fights Carlos Adames next, which is the guy that is the WBC interim champion at 160 pounds, how would y'all feel? Because I know that, let's be honest, Carlos Adames and Jermell charlo, they've been needing to fight for a long time. They've been needing to fight for a very, very long time, and they never made it happen. So if that is a possible fight, who would y'all rather want to see Canelo fight? Carlos Adames or Jermell charlo? Would you like to see the revenge of the big brother, or would you rather see uh, Carlos Adames, the interim WBC champion? Blind Faith, I appreciate you, man. I really do. Uh, I really do. You've been showing a lot of love. I can't wait until I get my phone lines ready to go. So we could definitely chop it up. Um, but nevertheless, thank you for Blind Faith with the $5. How boxing move on if Floyd pulling this crap? Money grab for the PBC, but Floyd's fighting on the zone and more. Stanionis, Ennis deserves title shots, not old guys. Hey, no, I don't blind faith. I'm not saying that Floyd fighting any of the guys. I think Floyd's fighting on the main card. So they're fighting on the undercard of Floyd Mayweather. So I mean, because that would be intriguing, to be honest with you, if we got to see Keith Thurman and Floyd Mayweather, because that was the fight that Keith was trying to make, and Keith says that Floyd was avoiding him, but we all know that Floyd was getting old. You know what I'm saying? So Kiki boxing for real. Whoever's saying Bud can beat Canelo, they brain dead. Yo, there's a lot of people in the community that believe it. Do I believe it? I think that there's weight classes for a reason. I understand that guys like Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns, did it from 135 all the way up to light heavyweight. But remember the level of opposition that they fought, as far as a guy like Canelo that is really acclimated into the weight class, like and this is the difference, right? With that fight with Crawford and Canelo, right? The thing about it is that when you put on the right weight, people were saying. Remember, people were saying Jermell was bigger, but he walks around bigger. He don't fight bigger. We're boxing here. So if you walking around bigger, that's good and gravy. You know what I'm saying? I beat up a lot of 200-pound guys in the gym. Guess what? They really should be 160 pounds. So that's you know, people putting on the weight properly is a big deal in boxing. And knowing the fact that Canelo has been at 68 for as long as he's been, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I have a hard time believing these guys that that look taller, that are bigger, that they going in and fighting a guy like Canelo Alvarez. You know, do I believe that Canelo Alvarez is beatable? Yes, I do think he's believable. I do believe he's beatable. You know, but I need to be thoroughly convinced, and I think that David Benavidez has all the tools to beat Canelo. Do I believe that it could happen? I don't know. I think that the size is a big thing, and he's a real 175 light heavyweight. Campaigning at 168 pounds, but it's hard because I've seen also Caleb Plant push David Benavidez back a few times in the fight. I don't know if it was that he was letting him do it, or the factor is that a guy like Caleb Plant can push you back. When I've seen Caleb Plant fight Canelo, Caleb Plant never pushed him back. You know what? Matter of fact, Caleb Plant didn't even think. He didn't even think of pushing Canelo back. That's another thing. He didn't even think. Bradley said Canelo beats Benavidez. Yeah, and you know, that's a possibility as well because of the way that Canelo he has a thump to his punch, and Canelo loves body shots. And if you look at the body structure of Benavidez, his torso is long as hell. Pause. So it's like, in the same time, he got a big. That's one thing about being big. You got a big target. So with a guy that's an accurate puncher like Canelo Alvarez that doesn't really waste punches, that's an amazing fight. Make sure you guys smash a like button. Smash a like button if you rock with the channel and you hear what I'm saying. But I'll tell you one thing. The David Benavidez, he did like a little shadow boxing in the ring the other day, and they posted it. Now I'm a supporter of David. He didn't look too healthy right there. He looked a little heavy, he looked very slow. Um, I hope that this fight is happening November 25th. I really, really, really do, because boxing 2023 has been a treat. The Michael Jordan year, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully the Kobe year next year is just even better. You know what I'm saying? Amazon coming into boxing and stuff like that. Hopefully they doing what they gotta do. These Canelo haters on suicide watch right now, yo. To me, I don't know how you can hate on Canelo. That's just my thing. I mean, he did 650. I think that it's a guesstimate that 650. That's exactly the amount that Crawford and Spence did. He's really good for the sport. Um, you know, he's he has a huge track record of really bringing in a community of boxing that really strives for him. He has a lot of skills. There's only three people that have done the things that he has done in the sport. I think we gotta applaud him. You know what I'm saying? Respect what he has done in the sport. You know, but yeah, when it comes to Crawford, Bernie believes that Crawford could knock you know, Canelo out. I don't see it happening. Maybe stopping is tough too, due to the fact that Canelo Alvarez is got one of the best chins in boxing, but also a great defensive fighter too. So you mix a guy that has a crazy chin and has good defense. I mean, that's a recipe for disaster for a lighter person. A lighter person. Blind faith in the building. Gracias. Thank you. Floyd bringing legit fighters on exhibition cards makes Danny Thurman look like retired fighters. Floyd is a business mind, and they don't see play mill. Yo, you know, blind blind faith. Now, this the thing too is like, when we talk PBC, we talk Floyd Mayweather, right? But we all know Floyd Mayweather like to always be the headliner, the shine, and honestly, that does surprise me as well. For guys like Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman to want to go in their undercard, surprised the shit out of me. To be honest with you, it really surprised the shit out of me because we already know what Danny's stock really looked like. You know what I'm saying? Unless he didn't do well with Jose Benavidez. Maybe his last fight didn't do well, and we didn't really look into it. Um, Matter of fact, let's see what Google got to say about what Danny did with Jose Benavidez and pay-per-view buys. PPV by Danny Garcia, Garcia versus Jose Benavidez. And maybe this can give us the answer of why this is even happening. How many pay-per-view buys? Shit. Garcia and Benavidez? Garcia and Benavidez did an average of 450 views? 50,000? Pay-per-views? That's a lot. That's a lot. Damn, ladies and gentlemen, we got here Jose Benavidez and Danny Garcia did 140,000 pay-per-view buys on Showtime. And then the peak audience was, yeah, it was even more closer to 478. That's a lot of pay-per-view buys to want to jump from main event to whatever part you probably. I mean, Danny got to be co-main event, right? That would be so disrespectful. But damn, man, and they're doing it to Haney and Regis on that same day. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was having a discussion on pay-per-view eyes and um how it works when it comes down to people's careers. Now, right? We had Gervonta Davis was a guy that was, you know, hitting 250 to 200 to 300 pay-per-view buys, whoever he fought, right? So now Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia do approximately 1 point, what did they say, 1.2 to 1.4. So you know, it's like the stock market, right? You just because you hit that million, you know, dollar mark doesn't mean you're going to stay there. I mean, you met your match and you know you produced those numbers, so you're gonna go up and down. But what we do know is that when Gervonta Davis does fight again, the next fight that he does fight, it's gonna be bigger than his second highest gate. Not Ryan Garcia, but the second highest gate, because that's how it goes. You build the popularity, and you're building a popularity of pay-per-view buyers. We have people that like to stream, and then we actually have people that want to support. So those are two different things. So they're building their resume through that. Now it's just like, how do we gauge his next fight? Now with Devin Haney did what? He did like 250 or no 230. He did 230. Um, he did 230 with Lomachenko. Now if Floyd Mayweather does this with Regis, I mean, you know, Regis is not. I don't think Regis is as popular as Lomachenko. Um, What are they gonna do? Are they gonna do less than 230, ladies and gentlemen? Tell me what y'all think. Smash the like button, right? That's right, blind faith. Smash the like button. We gotta get these likes up. We gotta get more viewership. We gotta blow it up. Crawford stopped Canelo. Okay, Serge, that's lit. Tell me why. Tell me why you believe that though. You know what I'm saying? Don't just tell me that. Tell me why you believe that. Let's debate upon it. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all agree? Pound for pound king. David did 150. Ness said today. Yeah, nah, but that's what Ness said. You know what I'm saying? I go off of Google, even though Google don't. And I heard that it was a little bit more than that. To be honest with you, you know, damn, Jose T, 100K buys for Haney. That's more than half. But nah, I believe that when I first heard the news with David and Caleb Plant, I know they weren't high numbers, but I knew that they cracked 230 or something like that. And um, let me see, Plant versus Benavidez pay per view buys. I got you. I got you with the Plant and pay per view buys. I mean, they Reddit did say that they did less than 100K, but I didn't see that. I didn't see that. And then boxing scene goes and says rumors. That's some. See, it's hard to do. It's really hard because now we got boxing scene saying 750, which is crazy. Because that, how do you come up from 100 to 750? I heard 230 when it first came out. You know what I'm saying? So, what the other people say? What the other people say? See, now we got No Smoke Sports. They're reliable. 150 pay per view buys. You know what I'm saying? Steven Espinosa said, so these numbers are going all over the place on the internet, man, which is sad, which is super sad. Blind Faith, thank you for the $2, man. Thank you for all the donations, Blind Faith, for dropping them bombs on your boy. Crawford beats Canelo if he can take the power. If he can take the power, yes. 100%. 100%. Crawford can definitely beat Canelo if he can take the power. That's a fact because he got more tools. He got um he got more tools. He got everything. I mean, he got everything. He got the arm reach, he got the speed, he got the craftiness, he got the IQ, he throws combinations. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And he got the timing too. They both got great timing. But Crawford got some amazing timing. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather move. I think it's more about getting at Eddie Hearn than the zone. Oh, really? You think so? Oh, well, that makes sense too. That makes well, why he didn't do it to Bob Arum though? Because that was a remember they did that Loma and Haney that was top rank. So maybe you're right. Maybe he don't like Eddie Hearn. Maybe he don't want him to grow. That makes a little sense. There's obviously top rank and Bob Arum. They're already established. They're established. They've been around since the 50s. So um, it's more than the power. Nah, oh well, okay, it's okay. You know what? I can't complain with small a jalapeno también because if you really look at it, right, Canelo do got the best chin in one of the best chinners in boxing and good defense. So if say if Crawford, but nah, because I think the points Crawford gonna win off of points. Because Crawford's work rate is more small jalapeno. If you really think about it, if we're gonna go off of points, Crawford gonna win off of points, easy. That's the only way I see Crawford winning is by points. You know what I'm saying? I can't see Bud taking them punches. Some of them sound like gunshots. Pound for pound king. Yo, them shit sound like M80s. Them shit sound crazy, right? Blind Faith in the building, hitting me with another cinco. Man, no one talks about how Canelo beats Bud except punching power. Jermell sparred Spence, and he saw what happened. So outside power, what Canelo bring? Besides power, what does he bring? Well, you know, he brings a lot, but he don't bring nothing to the table in front of Crawford because because they're both special fighters. They're two both special fighters, but one got more of a work rate. Bud got more of a work rate, brings combinations, got better stamina. But now here's the token blind faith. Now we gotta play devil's advocate right here. How does Bud look at 168 pounds? Is he as sharp? That was the situation. If you look at Jermell at 168 didn't put on the pounds right. I agree with Austin Trump there. He didn't put them on right. He wasn't ribbed. I barely couldn't see the six pack. You know what I'm saying? His feet looked wicked heavy. What happens if Bud's feet are heavy at 68 pounds? You know what I'm saying? We all know he ain't gonna hydrate much, because he probably walk around at like 170 something. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I really think Bud beats Canelo. Rodney in the building. What's up? I mean, y'all really think Bud beats Canelo? See, we some people believe it. I mean, I just and my man Blind Fate, you know what I'm saying? He just saying, yo, if he could take the power, if he could take the power, 'cause let's be real, if he could take the power, he could win that fight. That's a fact. I don't see him taking that power. I don't see him taking that power. But if he could, we got ourselves a fight. And I think he picked Canelo apart. Pop shotting, moving around, Mills, you mentioned Adamas, right? You ever watch Crawford versus Adamas sparring footage? I did. I did. I did. You know what I'm saying? But remember, Adamas never been at 168 pounds. Big boy though. Big boy, you know? But let's be honest, looked a little uncomfortable at times with J Rock in his last fight. A Rock is kinda on his way down. Ain't really punching like that either. Sharp dude though, he impressed me in that fight. I had him winning. Valdez, Bud walks around at 168. I mean, I heard Bud walks around at 170. That's obviously it's only 2 pounds or whatever. But remember, walk around weight and fighting weight are two different things, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not get that twisted, please. Let's not get that twisted because we seen, you know, we seen that Charlo probably walk around at 190. You know what I'm saying? And it did not look like he was a bigger man, in that fight with Canelo. Definitely wasn't, you know. Um, but punches will be like, oh, what is that? Mosquitoes to Canelo. Um, I disagree. Not mosquitoes. But I don't see him getting hurt. I don't see. I don't see that power carrying. That much. That's too much to ask for. Make the make the fight, Canelo fans. Shit. Brooklyn Bala. You know? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure we smash the like button. Canelo could smoke Bud. Understand me? King KO. Canelo could smoke Bud. You understand me? Small jalapeno. Will Canelo get any credit for beating Crawford? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, you beat the pound for pound number one, so you are gonna be pound for pound number one. So I mean, I guess you get that. I guess you get that. Smash the like button. Yeah, Crawford, Canelo probably won't get as he well like this. He'll get credit. He'll get credit because that's a great fighter, but he won't get as much credit as Crawford would. Crawford would get crazy credit. After if that was to ever happen that Bud beats Canelo, everyone's gonna say that Bud's better than Mayweather, especially if he beats him better. Uh, with an extra 21 pounds, Bud will be slower. He he may even gas because he hasn't um, acclimated. Yeah, absolutely, pound for pound, Ken. You have to understand the size, the weight will slow you down. Cap at 168. Bud will be fat, slow. Canelo will crack them ribs. Shit, I even was thinking about it. I was like, damn. Imagine Crawford. Imagine Canelo hitting Crawford in the shoulder. Ah, shit. Can I? Can we talk about Callum Smith or what Canelo did to that bicep? Coño, you gotta be careful. You gotta be 100. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't smashing the like button out here, man. Let's get this thing going. We got around 148. Let's get to 150 and 160. Or I'm shutting the live off and we tap it in tomorrow. Let's get it going, man. Let's get these likes pumping. Support your boy. Support your boy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Blind Faith for supporting me. Shout out to all y'all in the comments, but we need to smash the like button to get this algorithm jumping. You feel me? We only want to see Canelo versus Benavidez next. Absolutely. But do you believe it's going to happen? I don't think so. I think we're going to get other fights. I think we're going to get other fights. I really do. The Carlos Adames fight kind of makes sense, though. The Carlos Adames, because now you think about it. Adames and Jermall were supposed to fight. They were supposed to fight. And it makes sense, right? Because November 26th comes, right? And he fights Jose Benavidez. Say he don't look good in that fight. Jamal don't even get a chance. Jamal don't even get a chance. Let's be honest. Jamal won't even get a chance. Gami PR Mill City. Que lo que hay, papi? What's popping? Aquí tranquilo, papi. Sentamos hablando boxeo. We talking boxing here. You know what it is. Benavidez gonna fight David Burrell next year. And Carlos Adames is gonna fight Canelo in May. Chacho. And this is Carlos Adames talking about. Carlos Adames, he must have got some insight from the WBC, letting them know, yo, listen, he looking at you, talking to you. Are you Spanish? Absolutely. I'm Boricua, Puerto Rican, Borigringo, que lo que hay. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm Puerto Rican. Not Mexican, Puerto Rican. Not Dominican, Puerto Rican. I love everybody. And I don't get racial. I don't get racial. I keep it 100. I'm a boxing coach. I was a boxing amateur, and I say it the way I see it. Period. You know, males 168 better leave plant alone, bro. Yo, speak upon that blind faith. Let's talk about Jamal, right? And Caleb Plant. Like it seems to me that that's the fight to make. De verdad. For me, I think that's the fight to make. I think that's the fight to make because that white boy Plant ain't nobody to play with. Yeah, man. Small jalapeno. Thank you for the $5. I support my Latinos. Gracias. Gracias, brother. Gracias, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the donations. That keeps me rolling. This is what I'm doing for a living right now. This and teaching boxing with the youngins, man. You know, and I ain't gonna hold you. The youngins, sometimes we give back, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like God, put y'all in my life so y'all can give back to me. And it's like I'm supporting everybody and supporting the community. And obviously I try my hardest to get you guys some of the best interviews possible, you know. So make sure you guys keep smashing the like button, the small jalapeno. Thank you. Gracias por el apoyo, el pollo, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo se dice? But I appreciate that, man. For real, for real. Fans don't want to see Charlo. They don't want to see Charlo. I subscribe. I appreciate you. And anybody that hasn't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Press the notification button because you will get notified and accept my invitation on all the hot boxing talk that we got to give to the people. And not even that, we got some hot interviews as well. This is going to be the upcoming or we next, or we right now when it comes down to boxing. And you know, the boxing community we rocking. Al Booger was popping. Was popping. Al Booger, you from New York? Are you from New York? With that name, you gotta be from New York. You know? We got 89 people on the live. Hopefully every single one of y'all smash the like button. Mexican boxing #1. Zurdo versus Joe. Chacho. What a fight, man. It's hard to call it when it comes down to that fight because if you really keep it 100, we haven't seen both of these guys in around what 2 years. We haven't seen. Well, I think Zordo fought Bevo and lost not too long ago. But you already know, like I think that Joe Smith fought the better opposition. I think it was funny in the press conference to see Joe Smith and Bernard Hopkins. I think that was funny because and then you hear Oscar De La Hoya talk about it. He's like, "Yeah, Joe Smith knocked out my partner right out the ring." Like, that shit was funny to me. I ain't gonna hold you. That was funny to me because that was the first time I knew who Joe Smith was. And he knocked Bernard Hopkins right out the ring, like out the ring. Shit, that was crazy. you know. But Joe Smith, he got knocked out by Bevo. I mean, no, he got knocked out by Batervia. Lost 30 round with Bevo. So they I guess their common opponent was Bevo. They both lost. Joe Smith said that he had a better performance against Bevo. He thinks that he hurt Bevo. I looked at the Zurdo fight with Bivol, and Zurdo looked horrible. I thought Zurdo was gonna be the bigger guy. He was actually the smaller guy in that fight. I ain't never going to lose to a white boy. Yo, man, don't say that. That dude from that's Eminem. That's Eminem in boxing right there. Caleb Plant, Eminem in boxing. Remember when Eminem was in the top and he was selling albums off the hook? He was the man. Yeah. Don't play around with Caleb Plant. That boy got some song. He got some seasoning. He got the adobo fix. You better be careful with that white boy. That boy is nice. And he can fight and he can score points. Shit. Better leave that boy alone. You better leave that boy alone. Mills beef versus better beef. Who you got? Shit. I like I like Bivol, but I feel like Bivol aging better beef out. I feel like better beef can knock out anybody in boxing right now. Think if he was a little taller, he probably go to heavyweight too. I got Bivol for the skills though. You know what I'm saying? I think he can stay away from Better Beef, but Better Beef got the biggest punch. Probably one of the after Deontay Wilder, he probably got the biggest punch in boxing. Went punked Jamal with one slap. You heard it was one slap? I heard it was two. Look at the interview at $1 million worth the game. Caleb Plant said he smacked him twice. We just seen one. We just seen one of them. I wonder which one's the worst one. Because when I seen Caleb Plant punch Jamal, I seen Jamal's knees buckle. I don't know. You tell me. I don't like to lie. That's one thing. I don't like to lie. Um, Appreciate each and every single one of y'all for tapping by with your boy. Um, you know, God, I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'm about to stop this live right here. But I appreciate every single one of y'all. But I don't know if because of when I went to Mexico, and everything that I ate has been coming through me. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta go to the bathroom and take a shh. But yeah, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tapping in with your boy. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Appreciate all the donations. And we're back tomorrow, man. We're back tomorrow with some more. With some more. I love boxing. What it do? What it do? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Nice channel. I keep in touch. Yo, small jalapeno. I ate some jalapenos today too on a burrito. Went right through me. But yo, man, guys, I gotta go to the bathroom. I ain't gonna hold you. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. There's no great black fighters anymore. I don't want to hear that. We don't do the black and white thing over here. The black, the white, the brown. Now we everything. We green. We gotta get this paper. We gotta wake up in the morning and grind. Salute to everybody. I love boxing. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high-level boxing media, Out Books, Ultra Instinct, everybody out here. But, yo, this shit's coming right out of me, man. I can feel it. I'm going to have to go upstairs. Smash the like button, man, because I'm over here trying to show you some love. My stomach is killing me. Much love to y'all.